BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament. Relief Windows. Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience. And by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to Badron Boudin Cajun Meat, and guess what? We got an old familiar face come and visit with us and give us a fish report on False River.
Oh, I thought I was just coming here to get some toilet paper.
You might have to, it's hard to find. You're going to come to Badron? You might have to get some meat and your stuffed chickens.
I know.
Like you always love. But look, let me start over. I'm going to tell you, I'm Gary Rasponi, Paradise, Louisiana, and Gary Krause. Man, I'm telling you, it's been a while. Gary, you know, y'all have your own show and you cutting back, but you told me the other day that you're going to go back and fishing more yourself and have some fun.
I didn't wait very long. I've been fishing out of Bayou Black, been fishing several times at False River, believe it or not. Haven't made it to Toledo Bend, but the fish are biting up there, Cyclade, the bass, everything's on the bank. We're
going to bring that to you on the fishing report. When we come back, we're going to see how much time we got, but we're going to make another visit with Chaz. Right now, that's one of the places in Coastal that there's a lot of fish being caught. I got a long fishing report and an event calendar. Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana, from Badron, Boudin, and Cajun Meat.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and Gary, it's March and April. Calendar's full, bass tournaments are busting out all over. We got a few reports in bass tournaments, but main thing with the calendar coming up, man, they just chocked us full. They got so many events on the same days, it's just unbelievable. You just told me, I had it written down about the elite that's going to be at Chickamauga, Tennessee.
They postponed the tournament till a later date. So Derek Hudnall and Caleb and the guys are all headed back home, and they'll start getting set up for the next one. Just like everybody else, they're trying to avoid crowds.
All right. This coming weekend, they got Friday, they got the CCA Sporting Clays. We usually go every year, that covered rise. They got a morning and afternoon flights. Also Saturday, same place at the covered rise. They got the 18th annual Louisiana Sporting Clays Classic that benefits Shortwell Center for Autism. That thing gonna be running all day, March 21st. So you got any questions? Just call Covered Rise or Chatwell Center for Autism. Go to their website. But I just want to remind people that turkey season is on us. The youth turkey season in Louisiana for youth and the physical challenge is March 28th and 29th. So that's the following week. On March 27th, again, False River Cookie Jar starts up on Thursday night. $40 entrance fee, 7 p.m. to midnight. Storm Randall, and you got his number on the screen, 225-937-0489, or just pay at the store at Louisiana Express. Leave your money there, put it in your boat, and go to the weigh-in. You ever fished at night, Tony?
Nope, not well. Years and years ago, did a couple of times.
I've been there and covered it because Storm and them do a great job.
Put it this way, it's been so long. I had flashers for depth finders. Now with side scan, you can find the tops and stuff. You have a much better chance.
Yeah. Look, yeah, Storm Randall, you know, for years I called him Stormy Daniels, the one, the infamous woman. Now, March 28th, the 73rd annual Big Bass Rodeo Festival. I know you've been with me over there with the festival. Registration 6 a.m. They fish from 6:30 to 11 a.m. They got kayaks, they got festivals, there are people fishing off the bank, they got their high school tournament, rodeo, you know, for local high schools, so it's a big deal. You see we got almost 2 pages. Also on March 28th, we got the 9th annual one-man shoot. That's where the shirt come from, you see that, huh? It's a Riverside Sporting Clays. That's benefits Tulane Medical Research for prostate cancer. That's in Watson, Highway 61. They got, it'll go on all day from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. They got, you see this right here? The Sandler Fly Fishing, 101. That's a big deal. The Brook Fowler, what's that word, okay? Brook Fowler
Holden?
Holiday.
Hatchery?
John Stokes Road.
Oh yeah, Brook.
Hatchery?
Yeah, Brook
Hatchery.
Fowler at the hatchery.
That's what I'm all right now. It'll be fun.
You ought to have somebody
Chris
type
shaking
that
his head.
out.
Come on, guys. I got you here. March 28th. Yeah, they're gonna have that. That's all day, boy. And they got fly tying, casting. They got anything you want to know over there. March 28th, Feliciana Wildlife Expo. That's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. LSU Ag Center. Bob Jones Out of Wild Research. And then St. John Parish Bass Trailer Tournament. I'll be there probably at MC to weigh in. That's at the Reserve Canal, right down the road, St. Jude. This tournament has been going on at St. James Boat Club. You contact Jacob Heath. Another one just come in, the Amite Catfish Rodeo from April 3rd at 5 p.m. to April 4th at 2 p.m.
Fred.
That'd be at Fred's on the river.
All right, one thing you want to check with the governor's proclamation of no more than 250 people, they cancel
Well,
Louisiana
now they got
Sportsman
50.
Show. For any event, check Facebook, social media, the website, just to make sure that things hadn't been postponed or canceled.
Yeah, Chris was telling us too. You also heard right now that Feliciana Wildlife has been postponed. So we'll be right back with a
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious, thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave in crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
back to Paradise, Louisiana, and Gary, this is our rodeo and tournament report. I don't see too many saltwater tournaments. And again, you got to watch the news and find out some of them might be canceled. But I saw an article the other day say what to do when you're locked up. Maybe you want to really get outside. Say the safest thing is maybe get in your boat and go fishing.
That's right.
How about that?
Get away from everybody.
Tell us about the Kiwanis tournament, because I know in the fish report you got some some very good things. But that tournament fooled everybody, because all week
we had
even up to Saturday.
We had dense fog. We had cloud cover. We had wind on the days during the week. Saturday morning for the tournament, bright sunshine, no wind, and it totally changed everything. Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's right.
So only 15 pounds. The team of Watson and Scallion won the Kiwanis at False River.
That's a 3-pound average, but on a bad day.
But what we had caught the 2 days before, just scouting and fishing, was a third better than that. 20-pound stringers.
Well,
So the bright sunshine
I seen what
changed.
you held up in your hands, the big fish you was throwing around. That looked like almost a 20-pound string.
That's, a third more.
4 to 5 pound average. So,
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was a busy weekend for the high school kids and the juniors. First one I got a report, the Manchac Public Land in North Pass come from the Junior Southwest Masters. Thanks again to the bros. These kids still caught fish. A lot of those kids went up to Caney, and we're going to give you that report too.
Yep.
To fish to qualify, you know, for the national tournament. Setting up. The first place for the 15, 18-year-olds was Brent LeBeau from Bruley, and then second place was Peyton Mathern from Walker, and then third place was Carson Grenier from Addis. Big bass was Trent LeBeau. This is the story. The 11 and 14 age blew everybody away. Jim told me they had an adult tournament weighing in Atlanta, and they're watching these kids, these 13, 11 and 14-year-old kids coming in, and they had these stringers. They were over 10 pounds, and them guys were saying, where did these kids catch the fish? So let me give you that. First place was Jackson Rogers, Denham Springs, 11.83. Second place, these are names you hear all the time. Caden Sellers from Denham Springs. And third place was Joshua Shockley. Big bass was Jackson Rogers. So that's some good cuts. On the 7 to 10-year-olds, Noah Roblin from Denham Springs. Second, Anthony Atapia from Walker. And third place was Ava Shockley from Independence. Big bass, Noah Roblin. The adult division, first place was Todd Rogers. Thank you again to the brothers for doing that. And a lot of their friends and other high school people, they went up fishing Caney Lake. You just knew there was going to be some big stringers. Caney Lake, how many state records they got in the top 10? I mean,
They got a bunch. But they're starting to catch big fish out of Caney again. It's got grass coming back. They worked really hard. All those carp they dumped into the lake have gone to the higher fishing grounds.
Yeah, you know,
So it's coming back.
I'm here, they catch them big tinker pin in Sackler again up there too. But look, I almost got to read this to you in a little bit. Thanks to you, Eugene Hoover. Look, Hoover's been tremendous at keeping this stuff going and going around. He's a former principal and coach from Lutcher, and he's one of my good friends. We had a bad duck season, but he does a great job. Cooper Miller and Landa Bobaldo were the big winners at Saturday's Louisiana Bass Nation High School out qualifiers on Caney Lake. The young anglers representing Manny High School brought in 5 bass to the scales. They weighed 19.6 pounds. That's a 4-pound average all day long. And the big bass of the tournament weighed 9.73. That's what Gary said. They're getting ready to come out. It was caught by Hayden McKenzie at Walker High School. Hayden and his partner, Jaden Ragusa, placed third in the tournament with 5 fish weighing 16.4. Second place went to Jace Martin and Matthew Miliata, excuse me, that's Italian, I'll be saying myself. Miliata from Lutcher High School. They have a 4 fish that weighed 17 pounds. So the team awards and everything went to Walker High School. Their top 3 weights weighed 42.82 pounds. The junior Masters division, Joey Dawson and Austin Richard of Benton Tigers junior fishing team. They had 5 fish to weigh 9 pounds. Thank you again, Eugene. That's the tournament. Now, again, we're going to be coming back to you with Berkeley Abu Garcia fishing report.
We're going to talk False River.
We're going to talk a little bit. Stay tuned.
Right on the edge of the rock.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Berkeley Abu Garcia Fish Report. Here's your chance to start, buddy. I missed you. I'm so glad you took some of this video. One of the best videographers any got in the state. But it's hard to do it when you try to catch him yourself, huh?
It's hard to do it when Steve Fontana's in the boat with you. He ain't good around cameras. We catch a fish, I'm like, did we get it on camera? He says, oh, I hit the camera a while ago, I forgot to tell you. Fish False River in the spring, early summer. It is all about the shad. That's what they're feeding on. Shad are following the bait. And the fish are right there with them.
Yeah, we're gonna come back and talk about False River. Let's give a shoreline report right now. I got a bunch of fish came in there, and I'm talking about, and you heard the same thing. Charles Williams, the Delacroix, catching trout and reds. Guess what? Live shrimp under a cork, and then Frank, the fish cleaner over there at Delacroix, he sent me some pictures. He's been doing a little guiding and having a little fun and catching fish. Frank Moore, he's there doing a great job. Guess we got these reports coming in now. Our good friend Jody Donwa.
Yeah.
Donwa, he
out of
he's
Empire.
just like in Motor Grove. He's live shrimping them. He got all his travelers finally coming in from all over the country. They fished with him. He's fishing live shrimp in the interior bays. And how about this one? This is a bass report. Bayou Bienvenue. Mark Navo, my brim catching food over there in the slot area. Look, him and Ernie Frantovich. I'm gonna get bad on that name, huh? That ain't Italian though. It's Frantovich. They're 50 bass. He threw most of the big ones back. They were full of eggs. He showed some pictures, and they kept their limit. You talking about? He said it's some fun, all on spinnerbait. And then go ahead. What you been here in Delacroix and Hopedale?
Todd Masson and Chris Macaluso went close to the Mardi Gras Pass, got maybe a mile away from it, just to get outside that flow of cold water. They caught redfish, they caught bass. I think they even caught some trout, but there's plenty of clean water in the marsh. Just get outside of those
Where were they
diversions.
fishing again?
Right outside of Mardi Gras Pass, out of Delacroix. Right on the other side of Oak River. Run
Yeah,
up and down
I saw
Oak
the shows,
River.
you know, and I talk to Sweetwater all the time. Jack and them have been catching fish. You know, they find the shallow water, but they've been catching them off the ledges where the water is and the cold water and fishing on the bottom. They catch a few on plastic, but they've been catching them on some dead shrimp. You know, fishing mostly redfish, and they can't do catch a few specks. But another thing in Hopedale, my good friend Maurice Hurts. He's a Southern University legend. played defensive back for the Patriots. Him and I called him Captain Jerry LaBello. He does his own blog and there, gives a fish report on the internet. Jerry and them, they've been hurting the trout and the redfish both. They sent me a picture, thank you. Now I got some bad news when I go to, I got some bad news from Grand Island, Fuson. We had heard of catching them people. Tommy Vitrine, they've been catching some bigfish and wind lay down, catching some big trout. Spooky Chenier said he must have hit 30 places. Had shrimp, had patches, wherever. Places he went fishing. You don't know what it was, found some clear water, but he could not catch anything more than 1 or 2 trout, no redfish, anything. Said didn't see no bait movement. I don't know what happened this past weekend. So that's why I got it now. Like I told you, Motor Grove has been real good. And then my steady report is Island Marina and Lake Catherine. 6 species of fish they're catching over there. They're not killing either one of them, all of them, but you're coming in with a box full of fish. A lot of live shrimp. You know, all of the marina, especially Island Marina. Captain Clint DeArmas, and here's some of the pictures of people, fish they catching. And redfish is a constant, but they catching, they catching specks, redfish, bass, sheephead, flounder, and some river catfish with all that fresh water.
Well, with the Pearl River having been so high from all the rains coming down out of Ross Barnett, there's a real strong pocket of cold, muddy water that's inundated the Wrigley's and part of it. So you got to get outside of that. Lake Pontchartrain's got some fish in it, mostly fish in the North Shore. Lake Catherine, if you get down the Chef, get into the bayous and the runs that have the cleaner water. It's going to be warmer. There is grass in the marsh because I saw it 3-4 weeks ago when we were down there, and the fish are there.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about it though? The river's high. My friend come from, my friend went to wildlife and fishes in Florida. He came to make a trip, him and his friends in Delacroix. The tide was out. The river's high, but it's the lowest water they saw in a while. Right. It also been on the tide.
That's right.
All right, it's time. Let me give them my little bass report. My bass report, I tell you, the best one was Bayou Bienvenue. You know, them fishing the spinnerbait over there. The Sac-a-lait, they've been the Jack Millers. You see it at the landing, a lot of them.
Yep.
Bay Natchez, Pat Bay, all them areas. The landings are full. You catch them good days and bad days. There's a little boat traffic. You get some of them canals. The water was up, some of it's muddy, but later there down, it's not in the spillway. Gary, you saw the bass come from the spillway during the tournament. These guys are knowing they're fishing, running west, whatever. Soon as that water keeps falling, we passed the river. It's still high. It's all the way down from the levee, but it's falling. And if that water clears up, our river water here in Baton Rouge starting to look clear.
It's so, not swirling mud.
The spillway, I've seen you run all over on catching fish. I've seen you go by yourself and go back in the spillway, go to Grand Lake, swing shoot somewhere and find some water movement and catch fish. High water.
Yeah.
Where would you suggest it? And if you catch Sac-a-lait right now, they're going to be in bunches in the spillway.
Well,
now, barrette, you're going to catch big, not big ones, but they ain't going to know number.
I'm not going to fish the spillway right now. The Chapel at Beulah Rose is just under 18 feet. So that's why I'm fishing False River, fish other places. You must
go to the west side as good as some of them people.
No, I'm not going to run all the way to Jeanerette.
Okay.
So there's too many places closer by.
Let's go to your honey hole.
All right.
And I've been getting reports all over from False River, except for that day of the tournament.
Well, there's several things you have to consider if you're fishing False River. It's got to either be foggy or cloudy, because the first 30 to 45 minutes of the day is what's going to make or break it. You need some wind. You want to fish a little bit of wind. Nothing drastic, 5 to 10 knots, just to keep a good ripple on the waters, because you're so close to the fish, you don't want them to spook. And it's all about shad. The shad are small, so what I've done is taken humdingers, modified them a little bit, trimmed the skirts, a little swim jig, anything small. But my favorite It's a Berkeley Cutter 90. I can throw it in the wind. This is a shallow version. It suspends, and if you see the bottom, there's not a whole lot of paint left on it from all the fish. The other one is a little Berkeley Juke. Again, a little suspended crankbait, but the shad are actually following your bait, the schools of shad. And this is the size of the fish. They're small, and if you look at the way I modified the humdingers, want to put a little swim bait on it, I took all the gold blades off and put silver blades because that's what they want first thing in the morning. So they're up against the seawalls. The bass are not out on the flats. They're wanting to spawn. They had a lot of work done on the camps, on the seawalls, because they drew the lake down for 2 years in a row. So you've also got grass that's growing on the exposed dirt. So now we've got a little bit of cover for the fry, cover for the bass to spawn in. You have to find a seawall that was not touched this fall. They've either piled granite out in front or they built new seawalls. You want to find a seawall that's got algae growing on it. What happens, right at daybreak, the shad will move up and feed on the algae, and the bass come up and they're actually touching the wall, picking the shad off the seawall.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming. That's it. But let me tell you what, that's a great report. And other people were talking about, that's what you were talking about, the sheds. A lot of times early in the morning. Any kind of wind, that's what makes a current. When the river's not running one way like spillway, you don't have tide. But let me tell you this. We need to give some compliment to the elected officials in Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries for bringing that lake back. Them elected officials over there, you know, they got a lot of complaints bringing it down, doing this. They're bringing it back. God bless y'all. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. You ain't coming back. When are you going to take me fishing?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't want to commit on TV. You catch him. You catch him live. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. See you next week.
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.